Hi everybody, it's James, and welcome back to Futureman. It's been a little bit. Probably not for you. Maybe for you. I don't know how I'm releasing these videos or where and when. But it's been a little bit for me. As you can see here, it's been Norby and Kludving, and then this many games. It's been a transfer window. There has been, wins galore. We've only given up 8 goals all season. There was this draw in the middle here, which is very weird. But we're in the Swedish Cup, which starts in August for some strange reason, and we're playing Hammarby TFF, who is in the same they're in the Ettens Norda, which is the Etten the Ettan Football Division 1 Norra, which is the northern version of the Swedish of what we're in. They are how are they doing in it actually? How are they doing? They are in 12th, so they're right above the relegation zone. So they're not doing the best. But we are currently sitting top of the league at 56 points with 19 wins and 1 draw and a goal difference of 64. Yeah. Martin and Janest have been kicking it up. We don't have the highest goal scorers, though, because both these guys are on 18 goals. Though Janest, who's the advanced forward, has more assists than Tenno, than our deep line forward. And also, Alexi Tenno has been doing bits for us, the Finnish midfielder. Martin has had the most game of the matches. Tenno has had 1 free kick goal, 14 shutouts for Sedvin. White has got the most tackles for minutes. I don't think White even plays for us anymore. Well, he still does. He still does, though. That could change. Because, there's been transfers. And let's talk about this. There's still a lot going on here because guess what? People leave their clubs in June and July. So, yeah. Also, Jorge de Thomas, who you probably saw us take in, isn't even playing for the club anymore. He's under bid. Who's trying to get Jorge de Thomas? Good for him. Good for him finding a new club. All right. This is going to be fun because we brought in a ton of guys and sold a few guys. Let's go with the outs. Let's do outs first. Ryan Neal, the English midfielder. We let him go on a free to Ipswich. He's immediately worth a lot more money. We just weren't going to use him for anything. So, Ryan Neal, thank you for your service. Anton Kissen, we sold him to Brøndby. He's immediately looking like he's being put on loan. Yes. We sold him for 100,000. He's got a 20% sell-on clause. He's immediately already worth £2 million. It's great for us. Sam Pritchard, we let it leave on a free to Port Vale. He wasn't getting much game time. He wasn't happy about it. So, yeah, we let him go. Laurent Dinthru, we sent to KS Europen in Romania. He wasn't getting much game time. We were willing to sell him. He made us a profit. Thank you very much. We move on. You can kind of see here how we did money-wise. Did I just mess this all up? Hugo Bacaro, we sent him for a lot of money to Velez. Sarfield back in Argentina. He wasn't doing anything for us. And now he got a bunch more money for us and we scored a bunch more goals and he got his 800,000. So thank you. Erçik went to Kocaelispor in Turkey. He's got a sell-on clause. We're happy with that. Stefan Aronson went to GAIS in Sweden here. He just wasn't getting that much game time. And as you can see, his potential is really rocketed down because we have a lot better guys. Robert Fleming, the midfielder, went to Helsingborg. Mane, for $425, went to IK Barg. And Ezekiel Jua went to TNS for $300,000. And you're probably thinking, James, boy, you just sold half of your team. Yes, I did. We balanced some books, though, and we made some money. So let's talk about this. The first free transfer in was Maximum Suntko, the Russian defender who has come in as a fringe player. 26-year-old powerful center back, has no fitness whatsoever, but boy, the man is strong and he can jump for a ball and he's determined. 6'3", stays back at all times. He is kind of a rotational center back option. I think very solid, very good, and we got him in for free. So thank you for that. Next was Johnny Jones, who is a Welsh wingback. Not great. Obviously, a lot of negatives here. Does not like big matches. His competitive streak has consistency problems. Is injury prone, but he is fast and he can play left wing back. He's technically more of a winger, but you know what? He's on a short contract. He came in from Everton. He's on a fringe deal. I'm not too worried about it. He is rotational, and we're looking at improving his rotation option. But he's here, so that's nice. And it's back when we needed more ones. Then from Aurora Artora, this is Iker Gores, who is by far our best player. The Spanish midfielder, he was on a non-contract where he played 64 games. He's made 4 appearances for us, has a set and 1 assist, and has on 7.3. He's got a little bit of a competitive streak and that wants to be marking, but if you look at him as a support mezzala, he does everything. He is either footed, he's 6 foot tall, he's determined, he's got flair, he can pass, he can tackle, he has got work rate. The best part is, like, he can play as a ball playing defender, he can play as a deep line playmaker, he can play as a mezzala, he can play as an advanced midfielder, or as a deep line forward. So this guy basically plays up the spine. We're playing him right in the midfield. I love where he is. He's consistent. He can improve a lot. He's determined. This is a guy we can build our midfield around. And he's 18, which means, if you look at this, he should be getting eligibility to play for us here in Sweden. So, beautiful, great. Then on a free transfer, this is Philip Berrigs. You'll see him today in the cup game. He's just a solid, defensively minded kind of midfielder. He can play as a deep line playmaker or a mezzala. He does a lot of things great and can pass the ball. I like the fact that he can pass the ball and he gets forward whenever possible. He's not very consistent, but he likes big matches and he can improve a lot. And once again, 23, he's played for Leeds. He's actually played for Leeds probably in... Did he play for Leeds in the Premier League? He has played in the Premier League. Yes, he has. So, there you go. Philip Rings, thank you very much. Then from Israel, Yarden Ulitz, another midfielder. A very weird one in a sense that, like, he's a defensive mid, he's a right winger, he's an attacking mid, but he doesn't quite know how to play center mid. We'll teach him how to play there. He is very solid. You can see technique, work rate. This is a guy who works hard, who can do some passing, who's got high teamwork. He's just an all-around decent guy, and that's why I kind of brought him in. And once again, he's another guy who's 18, who is eventually going to start being eligible for us here, which you love to see. So thank you for bringing him in. Then Zabi Punsi, who is a right wing back, because obviously we sold all of our right backs, we had to bring in more right wing backs. The Spanish no youth cap international. He's a guy to grow on. He's got good crossing. He's got some decent speed. He can attack. He's not horrible. He's got a bit of a competitive streak, but he is consistent. So all in all, I think he can be good for us. He's made 1 just appearance off the bench. Nothing crazy, but I think he's a good investment for the future. And then once again, because he's 18, he should be looking at getting eligibility for us here. Moving on, Konrad Gabrowski, a Polish center mid. This guy, 22 years old, came from the Man City Academy. This guy's your typical deep line playmaker. He's 6 foot. He's got a physical for days. He's got what you want for deep line playmaker. I like a lot about him. The fact that his teamwork, vision, passing, and technique is all there. He's not dumb. He knows how to pick a pass. Being lighthearted is all right, and he's got good big matches. So just another shoring up the midfield. You've noticed that we've brought in like just a better standard of player. Then Afremi Kasrati, did we actually pay money for him? No, we got him in for free. This is a guy we had to sign on a pre-contract. The 6'6" Swedish center back. Yeah, center back. He plays in the center of our defense because he's 6'6" and he wins all of the aerial duels. You can see he's already played 3 appearances for us, has a goal for us. He already has a planner of the match. He wins tackles. He does well. He's going to be central defender on cover. The man is tall and he jumps, and I love him for that. He could also play right back if we need be. But no, center back all day, every day. Then an attacking mid, Juan Julius Galan, who we are training to play as a mezzala or a deep line playmaker. Because if you look at this guy, either footed, 6 foot, teamwork, vision, work rate, penalty taking, everything that this guy does, he does well. And it's going to be nice to have him in the team once we actually have him as a midfield player. And at 18, he's going to be good. We can all see it. Just once again, build more better players, young players, youth. Build it on, because then we can sell them on for profit. Mohammed Khan, a Pakistan capped 38 cap Pakistan midfielder who's been playing for Freiburg, who we brought in, who is if you talk about other guys wanting to play deep line playmaker, this guy is a deep line playmaker. Vision, technique, teamwork, passing, long shots, first touch. This guy hammers the ball around. He's been the guy I've been playing in our deep line playmaker. He's already got an assist, great balance. He is competitive, but big matches, consistency. He's not great at marking, but he's brave, so he's not afraid to go in for a tackle. I like a lot everything about him. He's kind of improved that midfield. And if you notice, we're no longer doing a ball-winning midfielder. We're actually playing as a deep line playmaker in the midfield because of these guys. Jakob Mortensen. We actually spent a little bit of money for this guy, and he is a high-potential, young Danish striker. 6'2", has the holy trinity. This is the reason why we let Anton Kissen go, because this guy came through our door. Determined, has flair, can work on the passing a little bit, but off the ball, technique, passing, everything's all here. He's consistency. He's got skill. This guy is going to be a striker for us soon. He's a breakthrough prospect right now. I look forward to seeing what he can do in the future. I mean, the sky's the limit for this guy. And he's 6'2". He's big. He's tall. He wins the ball. Guillem Santiago. This guy's our new starting right wing back. 24-year-old non-cap French international, good stamina, 5'11", can mark. He's more the defensive option who can cross. He's not quick, but he can defend. And as a guy who can do that on the right-hand side, he's still finding his feet. But I like everything about him. He's composed, he can play, he's consistent. That's what we're looking for. He's a wingback who can do job. He's on a little bit of money, but I think we can do something about that. And then from Hellisborg, who he sold Robert Fleming to, by the way, is Jakob Turnbeck. I haven't done his name yet. A young, high-potential Swedish striker. Once again, he's 6 foot tall. He checks all the boxes. We are training him to be a complete forward because this guy, if he learns how to pass the ball, can definitely be a complete forward. He has all of the attributes to do that. I'm excited to have him here. He's a breakthrough prospect. He will score goals for us in the future. And also, he hits that Swedish number, which we've been struggling with a little bit. So yes, that's everything so far. You with me now? Can we all breathe? Breathe. Okay, Hammarby now in the Svenska Cup in first round. Now, you'll see some stuff here. I am playing a completely rotated squad. Parados and Mortensen get the start with Mrezros, our Hungarian-Swiss midfielder. Galan making his debut at deep line playmaker, even though he's not good there yet. We can play him there. And then Briggs playing as the Metzal on the right. Jones and Punzi make their wingbacks, and Inez, who you know, Carlin, who you don't know, or you do know, he's kind of that backup older center back that we've got. We have him listed right now because we've got newer ones coming in, but he's there to kind of take up the mid part, and Sunko takes up the right wingback spot, or the right center back spot, and then Samuel Grimberg, the 6'6", 28-year-old goalkeeper, gets the start just because. I mean, Sedven has played every game for us. He's also wanted. I'm trying to get him to sign a new contract. If we can get him to sign a new contract, it's going to be good news for us. And yeah, that's it. We have a bench of Lee Davis, Timo Hulian, Peter Langerhoff, Konrad Gabaski, Pierre-Louis Marin, and Benoit. Philip Briggs wants to be number 8. I'm sorry, you can't. You can be number 38. That's close enough. People are happy and not happy that I picked them, but you want to know what? It doesn't matter. It's a cup game. I'm rotating because we've got third place next in the league, which is, I think, you guys will see next. Go out there, make the difference. Go out there and make the difference. Oh, by the way, we've also avoided relegation, if you haven't guessed. Very cool. Swedish Cup. All right, so we are the boys in blue. Are we away? I have no idea. It looks like they're doing a long throw in. Sunko clears it. Pardos on to Mortensen. And closing down isn't the best, but that's all right. They're playing hoofball. Grimberg, I don't necessarily think he had to die for that, Grim, but that's fine. Carlin out here to Briggs. Sunko. Pardos. Mortensen. Oh, that's a beautiful bout. 1-2. Mortensen. Corner. But that was a beautiful 1-2 there with Zavi. With Punzi. Carlin, I mean, that was an attempt at a header. You got the head on the ball. That's all we could ask for. All right, let's see how this game plays out. I think we're going to be the stronger of the two sides, but obviously the fact that we're not playing our best striking pair always worries me. Sunko. On the ball here. Still on the ball. I mean, didn't like that. Inez. Jones. Back to Inez. Galan. All right, he's the deep line playmaker now. Can pick out a pass. Finds Jones. Mazeros. Inez. Back over the top. Pardos does collect this, and I'm looking for the offside. It doesn't happen. Beautiful goal. Pardos, I kind of feel bad for the guy because I brought him in to be the deep line forward. He is good at that job. He makes a great run here. Definitely onside. And a great goal. But the other two have just been in such better form that I haven't been able to keep him rotated in the starting option. He's usually been just coming in off the bench. Oh, Sunko. Ball in here over the top. Mortensen's going to head this on. Flick doesn't get anywhere. And it's back in here. Long drive forward. Sunko to Briggs to Sunko. Aka over here to Inez. Mazarios. Inez. Still Inez. Finds to find Punzi. He wins the ball here. First time cross in here. Doesn't go. Jones. Second whipped. Pardos. Mazeros. Landed on his favored foot. Actually, I think he's either footed, but he's mainly right footed. But landed there. Sadly, no go. No joy. Grimberg. Carlin. Punzi. Check back here to Sunko. Hold the play is fine. Mortensen. I mean, that could have been better. We have a midfield. You don't need to bypass it. Inez is there. Finds Jones. Back to Grimberg. Grimberg's not horrible. The thing is, Grimberg is a good keeper for this level, but we've got a young keeper as head of it. Or, I mean, it's always the case. You say something nice about him, and it stays true because he was offside the entire time. Oh, God, yeah, he was offside. Carlin. And they haven't been using him at all. They just go over the top. I think that's because I have slightly more direct, but hey, it's worked this time. Mortensen. And I think that's because the board has been upset with me to be more direct. Let's be just standard. I don't want to be as direct. And they're yelling at me that Galan isn't playing in a familiar position. Yeah, well, that's fine. He needs to learn this. Galan, ball in. Carlin, I mean, yeah, dude, you've got it. You've got your head on the ball twice now, man, and you haven't done anything. All right, let's read this. It's had a fair number of shots. It's been good. Let's keep going. I think if I'm going to make changes, it's going to be Galan out because he's struggling in that deep line playmaker field. And then bring on somebody for Mortensen, possibly Benoit, as that was a shot. And, yeah, Mortensen. Get Mortensen off, get Benoit on. That's a nice cross in here to Jones. He gets it. Is he going to take the shot? Who is he aiming for? Carlin. Percy. Ball in here. Pardos. Yeah, over the bar. We'll give him to the 60th minute. Yeah, and then Gaius Carlin comes out too. All right, changes need to be made. Galan comes off. Gabrowski comes in. I want Grabowski to play as what? Is he a deep line playmaker? Can he play some Metzala on support? He can. Yep. Grabowski comes in there. Mortensen, you've had a great day, but Janess comes on for you. Ephraim Kirsan should come on for Carlin. And we'll call that good for now. Get some starters in here. Get them to play a little bit, but just shore up that spine of the team. Get kind of the better players in here. Kastrati, Gabrowski. Something tells me you're going to see a little bit more from Gabrowski here. Puncy, ball in there. Janess, that's offside. That's offside. That's not offside. How is that not offside? All right, we're going to see from the better angle here. And beautiful ball there over the top here for Puncy. I guess the right center back kept him on. Janess gets his 19th goal of the season. Doing what he does best. I got to see how this offside is. Yeah, I guess. There we go. That seals the deal. And it only took Janess to come on to make it happen. As we're going to just see this out as a nice 2-0 win. And the thing is, too, I don't know what you get for the Swedish Cup. I don't think you get anything money-wise. But I think it'll be good for us, especially if we can get up into a higher division just to play against a higher league team. It's Grimberg here is Kristati. Out here to Grimberg. Puncy's first touch is not the greatest. He does lose out. But Kristati's there to sweep it up. Grabowski, Mazzaros. Loses out, wins it back. Sunko, Briggs. Puncy. Ball in here, finds Jones. Jones runs it through for Pardos. Pardos, bang. That's about as simple as it can get. It's 3-0. That's it. It's game, folks. We can call this over. Just go to balanced. Just slow the tempo down. Waste time. Don't need to counter. We're going to regroup. I'm going to slow down the pace. We're in a mid block too. I have a feeling we should start pressing more. That's just me. All right. Yeah, we've dominated the game pretty much the entire time. Great job. Well done. Nice work, everybody. Claps all around. Claps all around. Claps all around. Good job. Good job, Sweden. We did it. We did it. Read more. All right. So now we have what in a few days? These guys. They are 5th. You know what? It has been a long enough episode that I'm going to call it here. I will see you guys maybe for this Cup second round, depending who we... Yeah, maybe the Cup second round, depending on who we get. And then maybe Nordby again, because they're in 3rd place in the league. Or if we're close to winning the league, who knows? But either then, Cup game and Nordby or sooner. And until then, folks, I'm James. You are you. This is Futureman. It's not how good you are, it's how good you want to be. See you then. Bye-bye.